Welcome 360 family. I was just checking the date, 2nd of November. What a beautiful day. It is, by the way, Paul Harris's birthday today. My very good friend, old left-arm spinner, former Protea. What a legend of a human being. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to see him today, but I'll make time for him in the week just to congratulate him with his birthday. Congrats, Paulus Harris. He also stuck it out with me. Actually, he was there with my first double 100 in Ahmedabad against India many years ago. He went through the nervous 190s with me, and he was like a rock at the other end. So just a nice bit of behind-the-scenes detail for you guys. And he actually called it leading up to that test match. He told me, "You're very close to your first double 100, AB, believe it or not." And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So happy birthday, Paul Harris, to all the cricket-loving fans out there in the world. Go onto Twitter and congratulate Paul Harris with his birthday. Guys, welcome to the 360 Live. What a fantastic day for it. There's lots happening with regards to cricket results, live cricket as well. As we know, India, New Zealand facing off. India making an incredible comeback. With Rishabh Pant, Shubman Gill really fighting it out for the team and showing character. And I call for that, guys. Remember, I told you all, these guys will not fade away. They will come back. They are fighters. They're quality cricketers, and they will be back. So showing everyone in the world, even though they're 2-0 down in the Test series, they're not about to lie down and give up. They're there to fight for the nation and for their team, for themselves. So great to see that happening. And as we speak, New Zealand in a bit of trouble, losing a lot of wickets. But as we know, the conditions are getting tougher. So it was sort of expected that the scores will get lower as the test match goes on. As we know, it's a bit of a turner over there at the Wankhede Stadium. And New Zealand trying to fight it out to get a decent total. They're only 120 odd ahead at the moment. And hopefully for them, they will get to around about 200, maybe even more than 200, which will be very defendable. But India will feel like they're right back in this game and got a chance to win this test match at the Wankhede Stadium. Great cricket over there. Then Kagiso Rabada, #1 in the world. I'm very happy to tell you all that. For those of you who missed it, he's now the #1 test bowler in the world. Look at that, 860 points rating for KG. The very first time I saw this guy play cricket, he was playing for the SA Under-19 team in the SA Under-19 World Cup. And I sent him a text this morning as I got hold of this news. Obviously, it's been out for a bit longer than that, but I only saw it actually last night, to be honest, around 10 p.m. South African time. I saw the news. I sent him a text message, and I told him the first time I watched you play, I saw greatness. And but to me, what's even more great than this is, and why I feel he's the #1 bowler in the world, and why he got through this step. Because as you know, guys, the last 2 years, he hasn't been bowling very well, and he went through a bit of a difficult phase. And I told him the reason why you came back is because of your personality, your character, the person that you are, not so much the skill and the great fast bowler and the person that's loved by fans around the world. No. It's the character of the man who decided, you know what, I'm not going to lie down. I'm also going to keep fighting. I know I've got what it takes to come back and to become the best bowler in the world. And he's done it in a record-breaking time, guys. As you know, we saw the stats as I covered it in one of the shows not so long ago. How fast this guy has got to 300 test wickets. Absolutely incredible, breaking a lot of records. And now he got the reward as well of becoming the #1 test bowler in the world. And much deserved, right? He did it in Bangladesh, which is not easy for fast bowlers. Absolutely incredible. I'm very proud of this guy. He what stands out to me is he's humble, he's down to earth, and I always have a lot of respect and time for people like that. And mark my words, at the IPL this coming season, 2025, you will see the best of Kagiso Rabada. I absolutely cannot wait to watch that unfold. KG, one of the best players in the world. When I watched him first in Test cricket versus India, Kurupa study, absolutely spot on. I agree with you. And guys, on that note, please post your questions below. There's a lot of cricket happening around the world. We talk India, New Zealand. We talk Kagiso Rabada, West Indies beating England in that first ODI. And then the big one, IPL retentions are out. Very interesting things going on there, and we will be talking about that. Yes, Birender Naik, we will be covering a lot of that. So stay tuned to the show, guys. There's lots to cover. And unfortunately, as per usual with the live shows, not much time. Of course, once again, believe it or not, my boy played a cricket game this morning. I just rushed back. I'm very happy to announce this time around, he was not out at the end of the game, and his team won the game. All right, so they bowled the opposition team out for around 105, I think, in 20 overs, and they chased it down. Only 2 wickets down. My boy came in only the last. I think they needed about 15 to win. I reckon he ended up on 9 not out. He had a beautiful cover drive for 4. Also picked up a wicket, had a very good run out. All in all, a very good day in the De Villiers family. And my younger boy, the 7-year-old, once again was 12th man. Carried drinks like a champion. And that's what builds character. And that's why I'm also proud of him. His time will come. I watched him in the mini cricket this morning. He hit some good shots, bowled very nicely. Believe it or not, guys, I'm actually... there's a good chance we'll have a couple of bowlers in the De Villiers family. I never saw this coming because Dad couldn't bowl, but there might be a couple of bowlers. I reckon they're quite handy with the ball in hand. So we'll see where that goes. Baby AB, absolutely, Rahul. Yeah, very excited, Dad. Mom was there. Grandmother was there. All the parents were there watching the game. Also the opposition team and their parents, credit to them for enjoying the game as well for what it is. What a great privilege, as I said before, just to be there as a fan of cricket. And I told my mate next to me today, and I said, listen, my entire life I've been playing cricket. And honestly, for the first time, I'm actually sitting back and I understand now why fans of cricket love the game so much. I sat there and I'm like a little child enjoying the sport, and I just want to run onto the field. I get so excited. So I understand to all the fans out there, I'm a fan now as well. I understand why you love cricket. It is the greatest sport out there. What a great privilege to follow it and to watch all the entertainment unfold, even though the boys are under 9. They're 9 years old. It's just so entertaining. Anyway, let's move to the first topic then, guys. I think to start off with, we will start with, let me just hit the graphics here. Team Mumbai, guys, throw us with the first graphic. I think we'll start with the retentions, if I'm not mistaken. Unless they want to just leave me out here. They feel, obviously, I'm adding so much value that I'll just keep talking. There we go, Mumbai Indians. What a very entertaining week. As you might have seen in the show that we released on Wednesday, I spoke to Robin Utsapa about the retentions of RCB. And we spoke briefly about how complicated it is for certain individuals, for the players, how nerve-wracking it is. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to the auction, if your base price was right, if you're going to get picked up. It's a very stressful time for a cricketer, people. And ultimately, really, you want to be retained. That gives you a bit of security for yourself, for your family, for your game. You can go and actually work on your game. But nonetheless, here we go with Mumbai Indians. Jasprit Bumrah, 18 crores. I would pay me 180, to be honest. I think 18 is very light. One of the best bowlers I've ever faced. I think one of the best bowlers to ever play cricket. 18 seems a bit light if I look at some other prices. But at least he is staying with Mumbai, and that is a lot of money. There's no doubt about it. But I feel this guy needs to be right up there with the top 3 paid players in the IPL, maybe top 2, maybe number 1, right? I'm sure you guys agree with me. And there we go with the rest of the Mumbai Indians squad. Hardik Pandya, obviously Sky. Rohit, it's nice to see Rohit there. Much deserved. He's part of the furniture of that franchise. Absolutely incredible player. And then last but not least, obviously, the lefty there, Tilak Verma. 75 crores spent. Under a bit of pressure, but at least they have the right to match still available there. Remember, it'll have to be with an uncapped player, so no Ishan Kishan for Mumbai Indians. He will be into the auction pool. And only 45 crores left for this mighty franchise who've won this trophy so many times already. Look, guys, they have been building, and it will be interesting to see how they go. At least they kept the core. At least Hardik is still there, and Rohit. There was a bit of doubt if both of them will be there, especially with Rohit. A lot of people were saying maybe they'll release him. Maybe it's time at the back end of his career to let him go and to see what happens. But I love the fact that they kept him. He's the furniture of that franchise. If he has a good season, we all know he's basically unstoppable, and he will be in the ear of Hardik Pandya all the time, guiding him, helping him along, as well with Jasprit Bumrah. Incredible talent we see right here. And hopefully for the rest of the auction, it'll go well for them and they'll get the mix right and get that balance that we so often speak about, right? Because that's what you need in the IPL. You can't just have a heavy batting team. You can't have a heavy bowling side. You need a good balance between bat and ball, between experience and youth. That's crucial. You need a bit of everything there. So we'll see where they go. Let's move on to the next one, the Rajasthan Royals, guys. They had a very good season last year. Unfortunately for them, didn't go all the way. A lot of guys tipped this team to go all the way last season. Didn't happen for them. At least made it to the knockouts and had a very good season. And let me tell you, Sanju Samson going for 18 crores. I'm very excited to watch this guy grow into one of the best Indian batters ever. Not stats-wise, no. He's not going to compete with a Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli ever. But with regards to entertainment and winning games of cricket for his team, and not only for Rajasthan Royals, but also for India, I feel there's a lot more to come for this guy. We saw a little bit of that with that century not so long ago, but I feel this IPL will be the breaking of the shackles for Sanju Samson. Obviously, Yashasvi Jaiswal, and a very nice balance here. But guys, they used up all 6, so not a lot happening other than what you're seeing here now. 79 crores spent, and then letting go of Jos Buttler, Yuzvendra Chahal, and also Ravi Ashwin. Huge, right? It's big senior dogs, the elephants of this team, the Brains Trust. They all are going back into the auction. Wow, that is well, it's disappointing, but super exciting at the same time, because it's always in a way nice that all of a sudden we'll see a bit of change in the IPL. Ravi Ashwin somewhere else once again. Jos Buttler, he's been with RR for quite a while now, you know. Yuzi's been jumping around since he's been with RCB. Will RCB get him back? If I was part of the Brains Trust at RCB, I'll pay a lot of money for Yuzi Chahal, let me tell you. Anyway, Riyan Parag also there. Hetmeyer retained Dhruv Jurel, Sandeep Sharma, the uncapped one. Sandeep, obviously a very skillful bowler. I always loved facing him, and I have a lot of respect for him. I feel he's a very skillful guy. I'm very happy I never faced him on a green wicket with more overs in hand for him. He was always under pressure against me, only having 2 overs up front, and he needed to get in and out on good batting wickets. But a lot of respect for this guy. I had a feast facing him, but I still have a lot of respect for him. So good team. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with Jos Buttler, Yuzi, and Ashwin. And I want to hear what you guys think. Please post in the descriptions below. Will Yuzi Chahal go back to the Chinnaswamy Stadium? I'll be happy. I know there will be a lot of happy RCB fans, and we'll see. Yuzi, KL, and KG will be going to RCB, says Shetty. Thanks for that. Yuzi, KL, Rahul to return. If only we kept hold of KL Rahul, we never would have had to buy him back in the auction. Same with Yuzi, right? Kagiso Rabada will be nice at RCB. That'll be very, very cool, let me tell you. And he's a guy that might go for a decent price, like a discount, because last season maybe wasn't his best. Yes, he's number 1 test bowler in the world right now. I feel he's going to have the best IPL of his life coming up in 2025. But will all the teams know that? I don't think so. I think he will go for a discount, and I hope RCB picks him up. It'll be fantastic, and I think he will have a wonderful tournament. All right, let's move on. That's enough from RR. They came close in the last few seasons, but they've got a bit of work to do, and they let go of the most experienced players. It might just be a tough season for them, but Samson might also save them. Let me know what you guys think. Sanju Samson, I rate that guy. I think he's going to have a great season as well. So yeah, finishing off with RR, moving on to the Orange Army, and starting off with the orange guy, my good friend Heinrich Klaasen. What an incredible cricket player. 23 crores, that's a lot of money. He thoroughly deserves it with the fireworks he displayed over the last few seasons, not only at the IPL, very consistent at the IPL, at SA20, international cricket, everywhere he's gone. He's told the world that I am here to win cricket matches, and I don't care who's bowling to me. And that's the kind of guy you want in your team. So Heinrich Klaasen, thoroughly deserving that. He's a wonderful player. That comes with a lot of pressure, and I will be in his ear to calm him down because I'm a good mate of his. I will be calling him, and hopefully he will tell me, you know what, AB, I'm ready for this. And I'm very sure he is. Pat Cummins taking a bit of a discount, a bit of a knock there on the salary to accommodate Heinrich Klaasen and some of the other players. Abhishek Sharma as well, Travis Head. This is a really good team, guys. Nitish Reddy as well. They came close last season, as we know. They went all the way to the final, didn't make that last hurdle against KKR, which we will be covering soon. But these guys spent 75 crores, only 45 left. They have the right to match available, so we'll see what they get up to with regards to that. Interesting, eh? Parnit Singh, Bhuvi to RCB. I would absolutely imagine Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Kagiso Rabada opening the bowling together. You'll have to go a very, very long way to find a better opening partnership. Out and out pace, Kagiso Rabada, big guy, intimidating, knows his game very well, deep thinker of the game. And then Bhuvi Kumar, skill all over the place, can bowl at the front, can bowl at the back, can bowl the middle overs. It doesn't get much better than that. You'll have to throw Bumrah in there to make it better. So hopefully RCB will have the presence of mind to use what they have to get some of these bowlers in, because for many years now we've been saying we need a bowling team to win the tournament at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. You can't get away with just batters, because it's a paradise to bat on for everyone, not just for the top 5 for RCB, but for the opposing team as well. Anyway, we'll see if they get hold of a really quality spinner, hopefully Yuzi Chahal. And I'm putting my money on Kagiso Rabada and Bhuvi Kumar. There we go. Those three to combine with the rest of the RCB squad. Let's try and get hold of some of the local players from Bangalore as well. And as we know, the batting unit will be solid as per usual. So we'll cover RCB soon, guys. This is the Orange Army. I'm pretty sure we'll see fireworks there at Hyderabad with Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, and also Heinrich Klaassen there in the following season. As we know, they broke records last season. It was absolutely incredible to watch. But trust me, it will not only be the three of them. They will need partnerships with other guys as well. They'll need 2 or 3 more really good batters. So they will need a good auction, as for all the other teams. And let's, on that note, move to Punjab Kings. Let me just take a sip of much-needed energy drink. The Punjab Kings only retain 2 players, guys. Very interesting. Shashank Singh and probably Simran Singh as well. 2 Singhs, both at 4 crore. Uncapped, they let go of everyone else, including Arshdeep Singh. Absolutely. Do you call this insane or incredible or very clever? Ricky Ponting. Guys, don't underestimate this person. I got to know him really well at a golf tournament, believe it or not, because I absolutely had no chance of getting to know him while playing cricket. He was very intimidating to play against, a man of very few words, grumpy most of the time. Why? Because he wanted to win. So now he's the coach of the Punjab Kings, and that is very dangerous for all the other teams. And the fact that he only retained 2 players tells me he's got a trick up his sleeve. He's got a plan. 9.4 crores spent, 110.5 available. That is a lot of money to be spent around the auction. It's a big pool. There's a lot of world beaters, a lot of match winners, a lot of experienced guys, a lot of youth and talented youth that we haven't even, that we don't even know of yet, that we haven't heard of yet. So we'll see what they come up with. Ricky Ponting is a very smart cricketer. He's a very clever guy. He knows sport inside out. He knows the game of cricket inside out. And expect fireworks from this team. They will most probably push hard to make their home ground a fortress. Because as we got used to the IPL over the few years, we've learned that it's very important to make your home ground a hunting ground. Okay, you can't just go through the motions at your home ground. Krupa will quickly cover this. Rishabh Pant, Maxwell, Warner, maybe to go to Punjab Kings because of Ricky there. Perhaps because Pant spent a lot of time with him at the Delhi Capitals. All of a sudden deciding to go into the pool. Maxwell was at RCB. Maybe Ricky whispered in his ear. Who knows? David Warner, the very experienced campaigner, also part of the furniture of the IPL, never mind a team or two. He's been there for ages, and he can only add value to a team. So very interesting, and there's absolutely no doubt Ricky's got his plans in place, guys. He is a student of the game. He's a professor. So he will have his plans in place, and let me tell you, it'll be smart. I can't wait to watch Punjab Kings to wait to see them on the map, because it's been a while since they've featured properly. And I'm very sure this coming season you'll have them on the map. They will be knocking on the door of the knockouts. And if they do get there, don't be surprised if they go all the way. I'm not calling it because I don't want them to go all the way. I want RCB to go all the way. But I have a funny feeling that Punjab Kings will be a force to be reckoned with this coming season. All right, Lucknow Super Giants. Let's cover them quickly and see what they got up to. Very interesting year. Spent 51 crores and 69 left, guys. Got hold of some really good players here that they retained. Nicholas Puran, I spent some time with him for 21 crores. I spent some time with him at Barbados Tridents back in the day at the CPL. Very powerful left-hand batter. Absolutely incredible force to be reckoned with when he gets going. But does the Lucknow wicket suit him? I don't know. I would love to see the Pooh play on a flat wicket at the Punjab Kings, for instance, or at the Chennai. That's when he's most dangerous. He probably didn't take his opportunity back in the day when he was with those teams, and find himself on a tricky wicket. So he will have to use all his experience to sometimes hold back a touch and have a balance with his innings. Set it up, build an innings, and bat around some of these partners. So here we go with this team. Puran Mayank Yadav as well, very entertaining fast bowler. Ravi Bishnoi, the leg spinner, can turn it both ways. Not a lot of guys pick him. And then two uncapped players in Mohsin Khan and Ayush Badoni. Might be surprising to some people out there, but keep in mind, only 4 crores, guys, spent on both of them. Very bright future for both of them. Sort of, wanted to be consistent with their picks, which is nice. I like that the fact that some franchises really put emphasis on keeping their identity. I've spoken about this before, so it's great to see that. I don't think this is the strongest franchise around. Made some big changes here. KL Rahul obviously moving on. They have the right to match, though, to use maybe for Stoinis or Krunal Pandya. We'll see if they do that. Interesting combination here. I don't think we're going to see these guys in the knockout. It's a big call. It's very early to call. We'll see how the auction goes, but I like what they did here. I don't think it's a top 4 team. Interesting. Anyway, Kudake is also there. Maybe we'll see what happens there. Right to matches, left, right, and center. As you know, with the right to match, guys, if someone bids and the bidding closes, a franchise can play that card and for the same amount of money, sneak that player and steal him away. That's the right to match card. Very interesting. Chennai Super Kings. Let's go to the Chepauk Stadium, the yellow jerseys. Here we are. Ruturaj Gaikwad, 18 crores. I love to see Jadu there. He deserves that price tag of 18 crores, being the highest paid player at this franchise. As we move on there, also Patirana, the Sri Lankan. Love the fact that he's got a bit of mystery with him. Shivam Dube, and then look at that, MS Dhoni, right? Only going for 4 crores, guys. I feel emotional saying the fact that here is this maybe one of the biggest cricket players of all time, right? I mean, he has made head waves everywhere in the world where he's gone. A superstar for India, superstar for CSK. And I promise you right now, that 4 crores, there would have been conversations and communication before the start of this retentions. And he most probably, and one day if I get the opportunity, I'm going to ask him. But I'm telling you right now what happened. He went to the owners and he said, I want to play for the yellow jerseys. I'm going to take a pay cut. I just want to be there for 1 or 2 or 3 more seasons. I don't care what I get paid. I'm part of this franchise and I want to be part of making this franchise even greater. And those are the kind of people you want in a setup. That's the kind of people you want in a franchise. A person that stuck it out, he's still there, he's prepared to take a pay cut. He doesn't matter, he doesn't worry about money more. It doesn't matter to him. He wants to be there and he wants to see players like Jadu, like Gaikwad, Patirana get rewarded because they're still young. They're still in the mix. They're still part of the furniture that need to take this franchise to glory. And MS probably just telling the franchise, you know what, I don't care if you pick me or not. I don't care what I get paid. I just want to be part of this journey. So big respect for him because 99.99999% of players would have said, I am a hero. Okay, I'm followed by millions of people around the world. If I don't get paid 20 crores, I'm going back into the auction. All right, so big respect for MS Dhoni, and to all of you out there who love him, you've got a lot of reason to do so. All right, before I cry, let's move on to the next one. Next team then to cover. Let's quickly go through the graphics here, guys. I cut that short quickly. Gujarat Titans have won the trophy before. Okay, if you want to cover Delhi Capitals as well, we can do that. Let's cover 2 in 1. Let's cover Delhi Capitals first then. Thanks to my team back there who are keeping me on my toes. I didn't have enough time for the Delhi Capitals, even though you guys think I'm very quick. I'm not that fast. Delhi Capitals. The Gujarat Titans. Delhi Capitals now. Akshar Patel, right in there. Kuldeep Yadav as well. Tristan Stubbs. Finally, we have a South African retention. We got one earlier as well, obviously, Heinrich Klaassen, but it's great to see him there. They spent 47 crores, guys, 73 left. And that's understandable. Ricky Ponting moving on. They've got some new individuals to run the show here this year. And it will be interesting to see what they get up to with the rest of that 73 crores that's available. Tristan Stubbs scoring a test match 100 not so long ago. It's great to see his name there. As you all know, he hits big sixes, guys. He can also bowl. He's a wonderful fielder. I also love to see Akshar Patel there, one of the best spinners I ever played against, who doesn't turn the ball both ways. He's a big competitor. He bowls it fast. He gets bounce. He's got X factor with both bat and ball in hand. So great to see him there. And Kuldeep Yadav, the mystery spinner. Not a lot of guys pick him. He bowls it slow. He's not shy of taking chances, and it's just absolutely fantastic. They've got a lot of money to spend in the auction still, so we'll see what they get up to. As I'm running out of time, believe it or not, I'm going to another party. This time around, it's a first birthday party. This person is turning 1 year old. The guy who's the dad is a good friend of mine, Christian Besadenhout, pro golfer. So we're going to his house to celebrate his son's first birthday. So very much looking forward to that, but we have to go all the way to the Joburg area. It's about 40 minutes drive. I'll organize us transport, and my whole family will be jumping on there. All right. So we'll see what Delhi Capitals get up to. They have a lot of work to do. They haven't had a lot of success, similar to RCB over the years. They've got a lot to prove this year, but let's see if they get a fresh face to their franchise, a whole new look, new identity. At least they got a hold of these 4 players, and we'll see what they get up to moving forward. All right, I think next was Gujarat Titans, right? Let's see if my team is still there. I think they left me. No, they're still there. Thank you, guys. Rashid Khan, one of my favorite players of all time. Gujarat Titans. Great to see Rashid Khan there. One of the best mystery spinners of all time. Had a very quiet season last year, and I'm very surprised about that. Going for 18 crores, and rightfully so. If I had to pick a T20 team right now, he will most definitely be in there, because he can also hold the bat. You know, on any given day, on any wicket, if he gets it right with the ball in hand, he's going to win you the game. Is that not the kind of player you want in your team? Of course it is. All righty. The other 4 players, some great players, and I'm just going to ask my team to keep updating me with some information. It would be fantastic. Obviously, Shubman Gill, guys, what a fantastic opening batsman. He's a great player. It's great to see him there, and I love watching him play. He was an integral part of them winning that tournament a few years back, and also got them to a final one year. They got so close. He's wonderful to watch him at that. Great batting wickets. They made that the home ground of theirs really a fantastic hunting ground for themselves. They won a lot of games of cricket there at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Sorry. It's a good wicket, and they made it a bit of a fortress over the years. Also, Sai Sudarshan, the left-hand batter, which I love to see there. Shah Rukh Khan, also Rahul Tewatia, left-hander, leg spinner. We haven't seen him bowl a lot of deliveries in that last season, but I'm sure we'll see him back soon. They spent 51 crores, guys, 69 to go. Had a quiet season last year. They started off well and then lost a lot of momentum. So we'll see if they can maintain it through the year and get Rashid Khan back into form, because if he does get back into form, if he goes well, he's very difficult to stop. All right, we're going to fly through it now because I'm late. The transport is here already. And moving on to the next one quickly, KKR next, the championship team, the trophy winners. The big dogs. And that's the first point I want to cover. The big dogs not going for big money. Let me tell you, this is a very interesting dynamic. We see guys going for 20, 22, 18, and all of a sudden we have the trophy winners here, highest paid retained player, 13 crores. Absolutely incredible. I have no doubt in my mind there might be a couple of unhappy players here. I might be wrong, but if I look at Narayan, Russell in the middle there, players who have been around for many, many times, they've been very loyal and only going for 12 crores each after winning the trophy. I doubt there's a lot of happiness here, but that's just my personal opinion. They spent 69, they have 51 left in this auction. They won the trophy last year, and let's see if they can maintain that kind of happiness in the squad. Lost Shreyas Iyer, and that might be one of the reasons why, because maybe Shreyas said, guys, I deserve at least 18 plus. And of course he does. Why not? He was part of the championship team last year. Captain, took on a lot of heat for the team. Why should he be settling for 12, 13 crores if other players who didn't even come close to winning the tournament get paid 20, 22, 23 crores? It doesn't make sense. And that's what Robin Utapa and I spoke about in the show in the week. It's a very stressful time. Not a lot of things here make sense. There are ego players who will go like, I deserve a lot more than this guy. We won the trophy. Why are we getting paid so little? So there's a lot to think about here. And I would love to hear your thoughts. We'll cover it in the week. I would love to know what you guys think. What are the dynamics mentally for these players when they get paid 12, 13 crores and they won the tournament last year? They took on a lot of heat. They were there in that final 16th game of the tournament, and they are only getting paid 12. Now there's another guy who didn't make the knockouts, but he had a good season as well. He gets paid 23 crores. How does that add up? Please, I want to hear your thoughts. Tell me. I would love to hear what you guys think. Maybe this is the way forward. Maybe this is what makes a happy team, pay everyone less and they win trophies. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. What a great season to look forward to. If I'm not mistaken, that is the last team we've covered. And here we will quickly talk about Vishwa A's comment here. KKR retention is 58 crores and 13 crores were wasted by poor strategy because I didn't finish that, guys. Sorry. Put it back up again. But anyway, yes, spot on. I fully agree with that. It's difficult to get the balance right. And that's why it's such a stressful time for all players, for managers, for coaches, for fans. I was part of these auctions, retentions for many, many years of my life. It is stressful and you don't know where you're going. You don't know if you are settling for the right thing or not. And we weren't on the last team. I was hoping we'd cover RCB in the week, but let's quickly go through this, guys. Very interesting. We thought we'll see more retentions. Even Robbie and I spoke about more retentions for RCB. That was not the case. Virat Kohli settling for 18 crores there. They only spent 37, which is quite interesting. 83 left, guys. A lot of money in the bank, a lot of right to matches. Let's not forget about that. This doesn't mean RCB will lose their identity. This just means they are very keen to get that bowling department right. And let's hope so. Let's hope this is why they've done this. Let's get the bowling department right. Let's get a mystery spinner in there. Let's get some seamers involved who know exactly what they're doing on a small wicket, a small ground on a good wicket. And also let's get the Chinnaswamy in a state where we can make it our hunting ground. Spoke to Robbie about this and we both agreed they need to make this ground a fortress. Maybe make the wicket a touch slower, get that the highest totals down from 220 to like a 160. That's where you can really start with game plans A, B, and C and play with it on the day. It'll take some smart thinking. Virat is there. Thank goodness he didn't go anywhere else. Also settled for 18 crores, which I think maybe is a bit of a discount if you look at some of the other players. So just great to see some familiar faces there. Guys, we've covered a lot. My mouth is dry. I've got to run. I love you all. Thank you very much for your time here. In the week, I'll be covering more of that and I'll give you more detailed thoughts around the retentions. I might have said some things or miscalculated some things in this show today. I'm sure you guys enjoyed the entertainment. I did because I love the retentions. I love the auction, even though I think it's a very stressful and nerve-wracking time for the players and the coaching staff and the franchises. I think it's very entertaining and interesting to see what some of the franchises get up to. I think some of them do great work. I think some of them get it completely wrong. And for RCB this season, let's hope it's one where they will get it right. Guys, take care. Lots of love from the 360 family. To all of you out there, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll cover more in the 360 show this coming week. Cheers for now.